The kid not from Iowa State, I promise. You got Tre Harris, Ole Miss. You'll talk all the draft here, especially the Giants fan, just because of the fact that we're looking at quarterbacks. Jackson Dart, Jackson Dart, Jackson Dart. Before we even start looking at wide receivers, there's a kid who really came to the forefront watching this passing offense here, and that's Tre Harris. 6'3", 210 pounds, 23 years old, from Lafayette, Louisiana. Started off at Louisiana Tech, had 20 yards in 2020, 562 and 4 touchdowns in 21, 935 and 10 touchdowns in 22. Was ranked first team All Conference USA, by the way, that year. Then goes off to Ole Miss, 985 yards, 8 touchdowns in 23. 24, keep in mind, injured season because he had only 8 games, 60 catches, 1,030 yards, 7 touchdowns, and 89.7 PFF. First team All SEC. Really good. Strong, can fight off corners, great at contested catches, willing to block, but he's not a tackle breaker. He's had a lot of injuries. That's the biggest thing. Honestly, he could be like a guy that you say, okay, it's the day 2, it's the early day 2, like second round, maybe even someone sneaks in the first round to get him talent wise. The injuries just that he's had, like I said, 8 games this year only. The injuries are crushing him as far as his draft stock. And again, we talked about all the time the medicals, things like we can't see. Rob and I have told you guys plenty of times, we can't see medical. We have to guess. Assuming everything's okay with his medical, then he's a guy you might take a chance on because of that. Now, I will say this. When you look at his stats, you're going to look at stats and go, oh, what the hell? That's not so bad. You only missed a little bit of time here and there. He's had a lot of games he's popped out of. And you have to look at that part of it as well. Like he had, like, let's say, for example, and I don't have my list of the exact games, but he had 12 games in 23. Let me give you that for a second. No catches one week, 1 catch another, 2 catches another 2 catches. So he had 1, 2, 3, 4 games. He had 4 catches. Or 5 catches, sorry. That's the kind of things that he's had. But then, like, he went off on against Texas A&M that year and had 11 catches, 213 yards. It's all how healthy he is those particular games. He's that guy who's always tries to play through them, but has had nagging injuries that have kind of held him back. So again, he's not the guy you sit there go, oh, he did 5 games this year and 4 games that year. He's the guy who tries to play through it, and you can tell it's clearly affecting him. He's the guy who has to come out of parts of games because he gets hurt halfway through the game and then just fights his way back on. And I love that scrappiness. Don't get me wrong. I love that scrappiness. But again, you got to stay healthy. If you can't play, there's an issue. So I think he's going to go in the 3rd round because of that. I really do. But I'm telling you right now, if he can beat that injury bug and stay healthy, this is a kid that point blank could be a steal in this draft. I won't call him one of my steals in this draft because of the fact that I can't trust without knowing the medicals and seeing the file there and seeing what's going on with it there. But if he's fully healthy and you're just sitting here going, you know what, it's round 3, I still need a wide receiver. Who do I like? And you're desperate for a guy that could boom for you. If he's healthy, I have no doubt he's going to be a really good player. I just doubt if he's going to be healthy. So take a shot if you need to take a shot. A team like Kansas City, for example, take your shot if you need to take your shot. So
if you like that clip, then you will love the full episodes too. Find us on your favorite podcast app and look for us on all your favorite social media platforms.
Thanks so much.
Please, I'm begging you. Please subscribe.